inevitable.
Oh, yeah. This is another Chaos Central production. Chaos List, starring my main man Alonzo, 1/3 of the three-headed monster we call the Chaos Central crew. This intro is by this show, the Chaos List. I hope you like it, bro. Here we go. The Chaos List is the name of the show, and the name of the host you know is Anzo. If you say something crazy, dumb, stupid, or wrong, it's a one-way trip to the fandom zone to be like Anzo. Hold up, I didn't mean it. Guess what, son? Your ass should have seen it coming. Better watch what you say, just like the Mandalorian. And this is the way. Monday night, 9 o'clock. Second Monday of the month. This is the spot. So get ready. Strap on in. The crew is ready, so let's begin. So let's go.
What is up, people? What is going on? Man, I took a puff backstage while the intro was going, and boy, I was hacking up a lung. Oh, my Lord, I was coughing like crazy. Bros looking at me like, are you okay? Like, yeah, I'm good. Don't worry. What's up, guys? How you doing? Thank you for popping in. You know what? Before we get this started, I'm going to have a little rant, all right? Because I tried to stay up and watch you guys' show yesterday, right? Because you were talking about one battle after another.
Mm-hmm.
And
did you hear what I said about it?
I heard it because I watched this morning, but I'm going to say this, right? Because both of you, all you guys said it was okay. That movie was fucking trash. It made no fucking sense whatsoever. I'm going to spoil it for you guys. So if you haven't seen it yet, and
one battle after another,
the Leonardo DiCaprio movie.
Okay.
So if you don't want to spoil, Dana, you can mute yourself right now, or anybody in the chat that don't want to spoil, because it fucking starts off where they do their little thing and they go and they get Sean Penn, and she, for whatever reason, tries to get him to stand up. So the dude stands up, whatever. She brings him up to embarrass him. Okay, fine, whatever. Ha, 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 ha. Right? Then they're doing a thing. We see he's watching her. He goes into the bathroom and says, oh, if you want to keep doing what you're doing, you better come see me. And she fucking goes.
She's a hoe.
To see him. And then she fucked him.
She's a hoe.
When she is fucking with fucking Leonardo DiCaprio. That's her man from the beginning of the movie. You made the one fucking black woman in this moment a hoe. Yep. A fucking hoe. Then not only did you make her a hoe, you made her a fucking snitch. Right? So she snitches out everybody. She dissed the fucking peers and then never comes back for her daughter.
She didn't even like her daughter.
I know because fucking Leonardo DiCaprio was doing what he was supposed to do, being a father. Right? This is how they portrayed the fucking black woman in the movie. And it fucking drove me up a wall. Then you get to the end. And he rolls up on Sean Penn's character and pops a fucking shotgun into his head. And 2 minutes later, we see Sean Penn walking on the fucking street with blood. In the middle of nowhere. Where the fuck was he walking to? Then we get back to Sean Penn in the office, right? And he's talking to the same people that tried to kill him because he looked at the guy right in his fucking face before he shot him. So he knew it was the people whose team he was on. And he still went back there trying to get in. Are you fucking kidding me? And people are sitting there talking about how great this movie is. It was fucking stupid and it made no sense whatsoever. It was dumb. I'm sorry, but it was dumb. The acting and all of that was great. 100%. The new girl in the show in the movie, I can't remember her name, was great. But all that bullshit that they did in between was the stupidest shit I ever fucking seen. And I wanted to like this movie. I couldn't wait till this movie came out. I was like, oh, it's on the box? Let me watch this shit. And it was long and fucking dumb. Oops, my bad. There.
I'm telling you.
You know what's so funny though?
You and Brian are the perfect pair, bro.
If you actually listen to me, I said all that without cursing. Exactly.
The rewatch be called the anger.
Oh, she was good. I love having Regina Hall, even though they didn't use her that much. All that's fine. They made Tiana Taylor. I didn't like what they did with her at all. I can't do anything. I hate everything they did with her. I thought that was some bull. I said, but it's okay because some people don't care. Some people are not gonna care. It's not for me. So that's why I'm saying it's a later for me. It's not going to be something I'm going to want to go to watch again. I understand what people are saying because there's some great acting performances, but yeah, I think the shit was stupid. And I hate seeing Tiana Taylor being the hoe, but her mother told him. Her mother told him, "Hey, bro, you a good person."
Yeah.
Not this
yeah.
Yeah. He tried to tell him it's your fault. You should have left.
So fucking dumb. Anyways, I just had to get that rant out there, guys, because that shit pissed me off. And I'm telling you this, if I had paid, because I wanted to go see that in theaters, if I had paid to go and see that, I promise you that would have been the first movie I would have begged for my money back. Please give my money back, please.
I'll say this.
No.
The best actors were Benicio del Toro.
Yes.
Chase Infinity.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and Leo did his thing, but I thought Leo was stupid. I thought Sean Penn was stupid. So, but they did a good job acting. They're just stupid. So, but it's not them. It's the way it was wrote. It was written. It was written poorly. They said, "Oh, the plot's great." I was like, "There was a plot."
For real. But that was it, guys. I wanted to do that real quick. I'm probably going to clip it, make a video about it because I think that movie is dumb. But we are here to talk about Marvel Zombies. All right. This is the roundtable for Marvel Zombies.
I don't have a rant.
Yeah, go ahead.
I don't have a rant, but I got something. I'm not a fan of Tyler Perry, but I watched one of the movie last night. It is Ruth and Boaz. Please go check it out.
Ruth and Boaz.
Ruth and Boaz.
If you know, you know.
Yes.
If you know what Ruth and Boaz is talking about,
Alicia Rashad is in there. Babyface is in there. Jermaine Dupree is in there. They're playing themselves. Very good movie. It's based on a biblical story. I heard about it. Like, I don't know. I ain't a fan until
dude, the story of Ruth is fire.
Yeah. I ain't a fan of Tyler Perry, but he did his thing on this. This is one of the ones
I will never watch a Tyler Perry movie.
This ain't got nothing to do with Madea.
It don't matter. It's Tyler Perry. I will not support this guy anymore. I'm not doing it.
I didn't pay for it. It's on Netflix.
Yeah, I know.
The story of Ruth in the Bible is one of the all-time great. Yes. All-time great stories. It's amazing. You talk about a really strong woman that's going to protect and stay by her family. Dude, Ruth is it. So, like, in the idea of Boaz goes more to David and things I can't talk about. But yeah, those are really good things. So,
not doing it.
Perry?
Yeah, no, not doing it. So yeah, we are here to talk about Marvel Zombies, guys. We had to talk about a few things. It's okay, get some things off of our chest, even though that is tomorrow night. But sometimes, it bleeds into other shows, and we got shit off of our chest. But now we are going to talk about Marvel Zombies, episodes 1 to 4. We're not going to do like each episode breakdown or anything like that. We're just going to talk about our overalls, positives, the bads. We already know what Brian's bad is. So
look, all I'm going to say is when it gets to my part, when it gets to those things, I'm going to say check out the video because you already know. You can check me when I was with Chill. You can check me with me and Anzo on Saturday. You can check me on Spoiler Kids on Thursday. You know how I feel. It's not going to change. It's not going to
change. So let's start with the overalls. Danny, what were your overall thoughts of the first 4 episodes of What If?
I think
Zombies.
It started off really strong. I was really interested in it. I see Brian's point of view on it. I don't have the same intensity and vigor that he has for that because I just don't. The thing I really love, my favorite part of this was Blade. The way I've never seen that version of him with Conju or the Moon Knight. He was the best part of the show. It makes me disappointed and pissed off with Mahershala Ali because, like, man, They could have let me voice it, even though it looked just like him to me. It looked exactly like
Well,
Michelle
they
Ali.
made it him, and then they
Yeah.
decided they weren't going to let him voice it.
Yeah,
Then
that's
because they
stupid.
wanted him to have that live action because they're going to make this movie for real.
Yeah.
It's going to
So I
happen.
hope they go ahead and make it. Now, and I wish they would do that. I know they're not going to do, but him merged with Moon Knight, fantastic. I love that concept what they did. Like I said, it started off strong. It didn't end it quite like I wanted to, but I see it. It seems to be a setup for a season 2. So maybe season 2 of Zombies will be something that will hopefully, because maybe I saw other YouTubers say when he dive into that big pit of the living, what's the metal they make? Vibranium. Maybe he's not dead. I don't know. Maybe he'll come back.
Yeah, I said that too.
Super Black Panther. I mean, I don't know. I hope he does. That'd be fantastic. And but overall, I did not hate this. I've seen worse. This is not the worst I've seen.
And Brian, what about you?
I thought for episode 1 and 2 were fine. But I mean, not just fine, like really good. I think they really did a good job of 1 and 2. I enjoyed the storyline of what they're going through and all the stuff, the traveling and everything. And y'all know, if you know, you know about what I think about episode 3, and I'm tired of it. I'm just tired. I'm tired of Feige. I'm tired of Coogler. I'm tired of all of them doing the same stuff. I'm just tired of it. I'm tired of seeing it. And even if it turns out that he's not dead and they just get the bait and switch, stop doing it. I feel like they're doing it just because. So that's 3, whatever. And I think the 4, I think they didn't hit the landing. They did not do it. They just did. They had too many good characters. The Infinity Hulk should have been amazing, and it was underwhelming. It should have been unbelievable parts of it, but then you let him get beat like this? No, bro. No, that's Hulk. Like, no,
Hulk didn't get beat though.
He was about to. Wanda was about to touch him, and then
she
he
was
did
about
lose.
to touch him because
and then he did lose.
Because she came right up on him right after. Okay, so I thought Infinity Hulk was great. I had no problems with Infinity Hulk because I thought they finally, and of course Infinity Hulk, but they finally gave us a Hulk that we were supposed to get, an unstoppable Hulk. Wanda tried to rush him and he fucked her up, right? Pushed her back. It's only when he fought Thor and they all came, she snuck up. She did that sneak thing, the same thing she did to Professor X in Multiverse of Madness, and that's how she was able to get close to him. But other than that, Hulk was destroying people. So I thought
he shouldn't have lost.
They should have. I would have done him with the Smart Hulk because he didn't have enough intelligence to figure out the stones to me. The same. I didn't like how they did that with Thanos. He a zombie, so how can he figure out and get smarter? I mean, I guess they can.
I seen that video, right? And there's like, oh, but they tell you in this, they already tell you that the zombies are able to use their superhero powers. So they're not like regular zombies from like The Walking Dead. They actually are able to learn, right? That's why Wanda is able to do what she's able to do. Wanda learned how to use her spell to make herself look normal, right? But she was still a zombie. So I think that's what people were missing about that. Is like, oh, well, how can they do that? You can see he's learning, right? They all learn. So,
but they also they said that he doesn't initially have it, but the more he does it, the more he'll learn to do it. But he has to learn a lot of stuff when the other people don't have to learn. So they should have been able to beat him immediately since he doesn't have to learn. So like that, I think that's the part that I didn't enjoy. But and I think Infinity Hulk should have been more powerful. If you're a Savage Hulk and we're going towards World War Hulk, and you give him the power of the Infinity, and you gonna say you have all that hard time what you have with Thanos, and Hulk has those powers, bro. No, Wanda ain't gonna be able to do nothing with that.
Am I gonna have to show this? Because Hulk didn't have a problem with anybody. I think
he shouldn't have lost.
I don't think he lost though. Right?
Wanda won, like, so he lost.
Yeah, but it's not like Wanda beat him, right?
Doesn't matter.
Wanda, I would say Wanda outsmarted him, right? And I would say that, and even that, I wouldn't say that she snuck up on him, right? She did the same thing to Professor X in Multiverse of Madness. He's smarter than anybody.
He knew what the thing was. He knew what it was to do. There's
This is the guy that don't think Jeffrey kills.
I know.
Yeah, I still don't think Jeffrey kills. I still don't think Jeffrey. So you're not gonna convince me that Hulk lost. You're not gonna convince me that Kang lost to ants, right? We're not doing that. No. We're not
We
doing
saw
that.
it.
We're not doing that. No, he didn't lose to the ants. He did not lose to the ants. I'm sorry. G Major said, I like it, but now it was following the What If season 1 episode. Should have scratched that idea from the start from the beginning of from the comics. Now they have Fantastic Four and X-Men in there.
I like that.
I'll be honest, I saw this show and I thought it was very underwhelming. What up, Austinator? I'll give the show this. The animation and the action was on point. There were a couple of cool moments here and there, but other than that, there was not a whole lot I really enjoyed.
But you can remember now, this is a continuation from What If.
Yeah, the What If episode. Yeah.
So, I mean, this is not canon. This is another timeline. This is another multi-universe. So, I don't have a problem with it. If it was a straight 616 or what they call it in on Loki? What they call the main time branch?
Main timeline?
Yeah.
It's 616.
Oh no, they call there's a name for the main time branch.
Oh, I don't remember.
I
don't remember. But yeah, so I get it. You know what I mean? I thought it was decent. So, but let's go to the positives. Danny, what were your positives?
Blade, best thing in it. Like I said, him. I've never even seen that. Is that comic book accurate, Brian? I've never seen that.
If it is, even with Midnight Suns, that's nothing I've never seen. So I've never seen Khonshu.
Whoever thought of that, I'll give them a round of applause because man, it was fantastic. His fighting skill was fantastic. What I really like, and Rob off of Storm's Live, he hated this, but when Yelena died and sacrificed herself, the way that the Red Guardian, man, he was like in the dumps, man, and was aching for his daughter. I could relate to that. I probably feel the same way. The way that Kamala Khan was trying to encourage him and keep his spirits up. I like all that those storylines. I like that writing. I thought it was good. It kind of tugged at your heartstring a little bit. I like the Thor thing. Like Thor was kind of like down in the dumps, like we saw. He was a different version of Fat Thor, but now he was like, I'm just out of it, Thor. But when he woke up, man, he was giving $1 she wanted until the end. So I like that. I like that they made Thor look more like the god of thunder and not the god of blunder. So there was a lot of cool moments in there. I like the Hulk too, but I like Thor's arc a lot more. And I like the way they had that big illusion in the hall of Valhalla, whatever it was, where they were eating and stuff, and they were eating of the actually dead people and become zombies. That was cool how they did that. And yeah, it was good. A lot of good things. There was a lot of bad things as well, but that was definitely my favorite parts I mentioned. Gotcha. Blade is, to me, Blade is to save this particular animation more so than anybody else.
Gotcha. What about you, Brian?
My hate for 3 makes me not say nothing good about this thing, except for Blade. I really enjoyed Blade, and the fact that we can't get a Blade movie in the MCU, but they could do this. That was fire. I mean, all his swords play, and then when he caught
superhero.
When he caught Ghost, the way he did it, and then destroyed her with his sword, that was fire. I think the good things are the death, the way they did it, the fact that it was MA. They went all in on a lot of those.
And the way he chopped Ant-Man in half while he was flying on the ant.
He's amazing with those things. So, like, I like that part. And I thought the beginning storyline was fine, but I'm telling you, past episode 2, I was just not with it. I just was not with it.
Interesting. So for me, I didn't say I wasn't with it with all 4 episodes. I think I enjoyed all 4 episodes, to be honest with you. There's a lot of things that I did like about it, like I said, Infinity Hulk, but I'll get into that a little bit later. I like what they did with that. I liked what they did with Blade. I thought Blade was pretty cool, and I'm like, well, guys, you can't get a Blade movie. I don't understand why, and I say it all the time. Like, why is it so hard? Blade, vampires. Blade kills vampires. You have your movie there. That's it. We don't need this elaborate plot point that they keep trying to push on us when we could just watch. You just watch Marvel Zombies and see what Blade did in there. And I don't think there's not one person that was like, oh, okay, now we need a Blade movie, right? After seeing what they did with him. So can you imagine if we did get a Blade movie, and why they didn't voice him? I have no idea.
Because they wouldn't be the first time you see him to be in live action.
Yeah, but they already did his voice in a end credit scene.
100%.
If they would, if they do Blade like this, I'll be happy.
It shouldn't take a
merge him with Moon Knight. Now I'm saying if they merge him with Moon Knight in this upcoming Blade movie, I'd be happy with that. Maybe he gets about to get killed by some super vampire, and that's the only way that he can save himself. In the third act, I'll take it.
I wouldn't want them to do that. I want Blade to be Blade. I don't want him to have this power yet. If they're gonna do that, you can do that later down the line, but not right away. I think you have to establish Blade for who he is before you just run around and put some power on him. So I don't know.
You already did Moon Knight, right? You need to give Blade his own movie because he's not a series person. He's a movie. You go ahead give Ghost Rider. You can make him. He can put him in the series, whatever. You already got Doctor Strange. You go Midnight Suns, and then for the big bad, you can say that Blade has to combine with Khonshu with Moon Knight and becomes Moon Knight Blade or Night Blade, whatever. You can do that, but then he leaves it again because Moon Knight still has his own entity. Khonshu is still that's his main avatar. So like I think you could do that, and then for a time period, but you can't do it overall because Blade means too much and has too many storylines to go with it.
Yeah, I agree. I think at the end of the day, if you want to do it, you could do it for like, a short period of time. And then you can just be like, okay.
You'd be proud if we get both Ghost Riders. Just get Johnny Blaze. If they could play both Ghost Riders, Johnny Blaze and what's up, Miguel? What was his name?
Miguel, yeah.
They get both of them and Blade. I take that.
I thought it was Robbie Diaz or something like
Robbie
that.
Diaz, that's it.
Oh, it's Robbie. Yeah. It's Robbie Diaz. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, Robbie Diaz. Yeah. Listen, I don't care what anybody says. When they did him in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., it was better than the movies. It was better than those movies.
I don't like the car better than the motorcycle, but I
liked the car, but I hear you. I like the
motorcycle on the first one. That was fire. I don't like the second.
What are you shaking your head for?
The second Ghost Rider was crap. But the first
what are you shaking your head for, Brian? You didn't like the Ghost Rider?
I haven't liked anything in live action that they've done with Ghost Rider.
The first Ghost Rider was fire
because I love the comic book. Ghost Rider comic book is so dark, it's so awesome, and they missed the tone. They totally missed the tone of what it's supposed to be. Because they're afraid, but they're afraid. No, they're afraid to go full out. Ghost Rider needs to be MA. Ghost Rider has to be MA, and so you can't do Ghost Rider correctly on TV or without doing a movie that's rated R. So that's my problem because you're getting Ghost Rider light. I don't like light lemonade. I don't like diet tea, and I don't want my Ghost Rider not to be rated R.
Man, light, dark, whatever, he was fired. So I'm gonna give it that. It don't matter, you know what I mean? What they did with him, I thought it was fired. The way he transformed and everything, I thought it was well done for Agents. And I get it. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is a TV show, so you can't really go all out in that like they wanted to, right? But I think they did enough. I think they did enough to make him cool. So I was definitely cool. So yeah. So I think I liked the Riri, Kate and Miss Marvel dynamic. I thought that was pretty good. Thought that was well done as well. Shit, I think they even kind of made me. Yeah, they even made me like Shang-Chi and Aquafina, that chick.
I hated that. I absolutely
man. They were tight with them bands, man. I like it.
Why does she have rings?
I don't know. That
Does she have rings? Because you can't just give the power to her like that's. She has
I didn't like that either.
That doesn't have anything to do with anything. It's just you'll get a ring and you'll get a ring.
I didn't mind it, man.
Like Oprah.
Man, they were hell with them rings, man. I was like, man,
he could have done that by himself. He's trying to make the Aquafina character matter. It had nothing to do with anything.
She don't matter except in that movie.
And don't give her the damn rings.
Yeah, they could have did something else with that.
I like how the ring they
stopped him from turning to a zombie.
Yeah,
though.
Instead of him trying to get that signal to the Nova Corps, they should have been trying to analyze them rings and say, hey, if it can stop this transformation, it should be able to do something to harness that power to reverse the zombie plague on Earth. They never even
it can stop it. I don't know if it can stop it. Reverse
or at least try. They're doing all that stuff to get that signal, and then the Nova Corps. That's what I hated. When we get to our dislikes.
The dislikes.
It's all episode 4, episode 3 and 4. F them.
For me, again, I don't think so, but I got you. So other than that, what else did I like? I like the sacrifice with Yelena. I thought that was cool too. You're right. And then I loved what Wanda did where she was pretending to be, hey, I'm Wanda and everything's good. And like you said, Danny, they were eating and everything was fine, but it ended up being zombified food and then everybody turned into zombies. I thought that was pretty cool.
Really? You didn't think that was stupid on their part? They're from Asgard. Asgard doesn't allow you to come in with any magic at all. Like all of Asgard is like, if you're not part of the royal family, they don't allow magic to come in. So they create this thing and they allow Wanda to come in and they don't ward her off of magic. It's Wanda.
But I think they would have been on. I think they would have been on their game if they had Thor, but Thor was just like he was comatose sitting on the throne.
Valkyrie was there at the beginning, so she
Valkyrie
know
ain't
that.
Thor though. She ain't Thor though.
It's not like Thor uses his magic to stop magic coming in. They ward things off because they've been around forever. Like I just thought that was.
I'm not doubting that part. I'm saying Thor is like he is Odin's son. So Odin's son Odin, the daddy, when he was alive, could see all kind of stuff that none of them could see because he has the Odin son power or whatever you want to call it power. Thor in his comatose, I'm sorry, I failed. He just wasn't himself. I think if he'd have been on his game, Wanda would have never come in there because something would have alerted him or his God power would have been, but he wasn't on his game. And I hate when they keep putting Thor off his game like that. That ticks me off.
Just Asgard is warded for these things. So that's why I don't understand.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, but
you're fighting only one thing, the zombie apocalypse. So why wouldn't you ward Wanda, who's part of the zombie apocalypse?
Yeah, but on the movie,
there's a trust that she's good.
But on the movie, look how Loki, he let stuff in there that they didn't see.
He's part of the
Odin didn't see that.
He's part of the family. Yeah. I hear
the only thing I'll say about that is we're talking about a zombie apocalypse, so maybe they didn't have the power to do what they had to do, right? Because Thor is already messed up. Asgard is not what it's like. This is new Asgard, right? It's not Asgard. It's a spot on Earth. So
they said it was the safest place on Earth.
Yeah,
the last like it was the last thing last barrier, and they didn't ward for specifically Wanda, who is leading the zombie horde.
I think Wanda is like the most powerful thing on it now because see how she destroyed Wakanda.
Mm-hmm.
So I think Wanda.
I mean,
Wanda,
so did Ryan Coogler.
Wanda went to Wakanda and took him in and made Okoye her general.
Yeah, so did Ryan Coogler.
Interesting. I see what you're saying. When I think about it, I see what you're saying. I do see what you're saying. Like
that's the only thing that she has. So you allow chaos magic to come in. You don't ward against chaos magic.
I think her power is stronger than that. I think her
Asgard was the strongest power in all the 9 realms.
I don't know, man. They make
make
Wanda. They got her super. She like Superman level.
Yeah, I agree. But even with that, right? why would you be? They're talking to her. Like they let her walk in there and they're talking to her, and like she's caused the zombie thing. Yeah,
She should be smarter than this. It didn't make any sense having that there at all. Like I just felt like they had to get it done in 4 episodes. This should have been 8 to 10 episodes. 8 to 10 episodes, and they could have done this. But they didn't have the money because they put a lot of money in these 4 episodes. They didn't have money to put in 8 or 10, and they cut corners.
It should have been longer.
They cut corners. It was really pretty to see. I mean, because it's so pretty to see, they didn't go for a full storyline. Things happened too quickly. They didn't explain
when Disney dropped all at one time. You know, they don't really care about the project.
Yeah, that's why that's where my argument is.
If they drop one at a time, then I think they say, okay, we put a lot in this, or they in their minds they're thinking it's a good product and they want it to be talked about month to however long it takes to play the whole series out episode by episode. We drop all at one time, it's like, okay, this if it hits good,
let's get this over with. Well, we talked about this. Let's get it over with.
Interesting. I'm looking at this now, and I'm just looking at it, and I guess Wanda kind of tricked them because she told them she has her powers fixed and she's able to do it. So I don't know. It's just,
does that sound even more stupid? That's not even a Trojan horse.
I don't have a problem with it because look how many times Loki has fooled people. There's a clip I think Anzo sent. He's talking to Thor, and they're like, yeah, and then Thor throws the rock, and Loki's not there. And then the second time he's talking to Loki, and then Thor said, it would be nice if you were here. He throws it and he catches it. He said, I'm always
it.
But it was so only Loki. Because all the other witches, because remember his mother was a witch.
But you don't think that Wanda is more powerful than Loki?
No, my point was that all other witches were warded against. Only the royal family could be allowed to use their powers. That's the whole point of the whole Asgard thing.
I'm not arguing.
So I think all I'm saying is if you're fighting one entity, that's like going against the ice giants, right? And saying, oh, I know they could change their form and not being protected over changing their form. And they say, oh, no, we don't do that anymore. And then letting them in. It's literally what they did with her. It's like we're fighting against Wanda, and they're going to not protect over the one thing that she actually does, and then they let her in.
Yeah. Like I just think if a stronger magician is stronger than whatever the spell, it don't matter.
Not stronger than you letting them in the door.
So here's an example, Danny. If I was a zombie, right? You know, you've been fighting me for a minute, and then all of a sudden I knock on your door and I'm Monzo again. And I'm like, hey, Danny, you know, I'm able to fix myself. I'm good. You letting me in, or you're not trusting me right away?
I'm not trusting you right away.
Yeah, exactly.
They open the door and say, "Oh, come on in."
And here's some food. Go ahead. You know, yeah. So I get it, but yeah, I got it. But guys, we'll get into our negatives because I think we kind of got into a little bit. I'll let you start, Brian, with your negatives. Go on, brother.
I am not going over my rant anymore. I am not doing it. I am not being put in there. I've already said about T'Challa. I've already said I'm tired of seeing. I've already said about what I said about Ryan Coogler, what I said about Feige. That's just, I'm tired of that. So that's one thing. And I think they rushed it. I literally felt like the storyline was rushed because they didn't want to put too much into it. And it could have been really good. I think the ideas are, Infinity Hulk sounds amazing. Let Asgard be the last place on Earth with the gold doors and being warded, and you can't break down the doors because it's warded against that stuff is amazing. And then they use plot points, like just your plot devices, too often to let it just go to the next thing. So like, it is what it is. I don't want to. I was really enjoying parts of it, but the more I think about it, the more I just like that. If you would give me 8 episodes and you didn't do this whole T'Challa thing, I would have been a lot more on board.
I got you. What about you, Danny?
I don't like where they keep the power in Thor and make him seem like he's kind of weak-minded. Whenever he don't get his way or something, then he becomes Fat Thor, which is a running joke. Whenever he didn't get his way, now he feel like he lost. Now he's sitting on the throne, comatose and stuff. He, as a warrior that's been a warrior for thousands of years, he know that he should be able to accept defeat better. But they put him in this slump and make fun of him. I don't like the way that they do Thor. In all the comic books I read, Thor has always been a badass, and when they make him kind of goofy and the brunt of a joke, it's okay for a few minutes, but like, and I keep saying on Endgame, man, the entire game when he got both those hammers at the end, he should have been transformed to a peak Thor. He should have looked physically ready to be fit. He should have, but they didn't do that. And to me, I just don't like the treatment of Thor. Same way Brian feels about Black Panther and how they do him, and I feel some of that too, just not as passionately. Because at the end of the day, and I keep saying that. Well, I ain't gonna get into that rant, but it's just I've come to the realization now that it's their property. They're gonna do what they want to do, and the only way that I think we as fans can fight it is just don't support them. If it's something I don't like, I'm not going to see it.
I'm getting there.
I'm not
I'm
going
getting there, Danny.
I did that for Jonathan Majors. I thought they did him totally wrong. So for one solid year, they did not get none of my money. So that's the only thing that I can do as a fan.
No, you could complain too because you're a creator, and you have people that follow you.
Them clowns ain't listening.
No, but it does because it affects their money, and it's starting to affect their money.
Okay, I know somebody that's been doing it longer than you.
Oh yeah, longer.
There's been hashtagging recasting T'Challa. I ain't seen nothing change yet, but y'all getting madder and madder by the week. That's all
I'll say, like, if you look like or follow E-Man starting this whole thing has affected Marvel. The fact that Marvel has to even address it shows that it affects them.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
I'm ready to see.
Most of the time, if a guy says something,
I'm ready to see the trailer with the new, and I hope it's the guy that plays Idris Hodge. That's what I want to see.
Aldous Hodge is fucking awesome. Yeah, I love him.
If it ain't him, I ain't gonna say I ain't gonna go see it, but I'm gonna be disappointed. That's what I think should be the new T'Challa. I think he's young enough. I think he got 3 movies in him, and I think he would kill it.
Aldous Hodge is what, 39, and looks like, dude, he's 6'3", and he looks like, man, you mess with Aldous Hodge, he's gonna kill everybody.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, because you the comic book head. I've read storylines before where Killmonger has took up the mantle of Black Panther.
Multiple.
If I'm not mistaken, M'Baku has as well.
I've never seen when the white tiger, because he's not M'Baku, he's the white gorilla.
But I think I said there was a storyline where he had on the Black Panther.
I don't know if he becomes Black Panther. Not that I remember.
I would be cool with M'Baku.
He's the greatest villain.
Yeah, I would be cool with M'Baku taking up the mantle. I like Winston Duke. I like his humor, his seriousness, and if you watch Wakanda Forever, he was very wise, sympathetic. He's not smart as T'Challa. He's not a genius, but he has other traits, attributes, I think, that he could pull off being a Black Panther. If they decide to go that route, I would not be terribly upset with him.
They did that, I'll leave.
Wow.
I'll be done. I wouldn't speak. I'll be like, it'll be something I will no longer talk about. I will be done with Marvel. You know, but that's not who he is. He's the white gorilla is never supposed to be the Black Panther. They don't even believe in the same God. You know, like that's, I don't want to believe in your God. We don't worship the same God.
Bro.
Yeah, they don't want the mantle passed down to nobody. It's T'Challa or bust.
I got 270 comic books that tell me it's T'Challa. except the Hugh who shall not be named, because that dude sucks.
So let's see. Any other negatives, Danny?
That's it.
What were my negatives in the show? I think the fact that it was 4 episodes, I think that was a problem for me. I'm like, why are you just giving us 4 episodes of this? You could have gave us a lot more. And like Brian said, yeah, I could see it feels a little rushed. Maybe not, even though I didn't hate the characters, maybe not the ones I would have liked to see like leading the show. But at the same time, they probably killed off everybody anyway, so there wasn't really much more they could work with. But I don't have a problem with them not kind of restarting it after the What If episode. I think they're just showing what happens in that universe or something like that. It would have been cool if they did. We got X-Men in there and all kinds of stuff, right? Because seeing Storm in that What If episode was fire. I'm glad they did that. You know what I
Storm,
mean?
God of Thunder.
Yeah. I am glad. I'm glad they did that with that. So it would have been good to have more X-Men kind of sprinkled all over the place. But this show was done. I think they said like almost 4 or 5 years ago. Right? What if this
Had to
zombie
be
show?
started 4 years ago, but
Yes, like
long enough
right
for
right
Kamala
after
Khan to
zombies.
be long
Yeah,
enough
yeah.
for Kamala Khan to be added to it and be a main character, and Riri Williams.
Right, exactly. And I think um because of the shows and everything, that's why they did it, because they were probably working on, I think what I heard was they were supposed to have like a Young Avengers movie or in the works by now, and that's why they kind of did that. So I get that, I get it. But Marvel needs to get their stuff together, right? Because right now we're going into a new phase. We're getting these movies, and then they're supposed to rebooting and doing all kinds of stuff. So, I mean, if they want to make money back, they got to get back into those glory days of what they used to do, putting stories over agendas and all kinds of stuff like that, and getting back to what made them popular.
Can I say one thing I want Marvel to do? I just want them to let the most powerful characters be the most powerful characters.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, if I'm talking about male characters, I'm talking about I want, one above all, I want the Hulk and I want Thor. Those are like the three most powerful superhero characters. I want them to be powerful. The villains, Dr. Doom, Thanos, Magneto, Galactus, be powerful. Powerful villains. You
see,
female, Captain Marvel, Scarlet Witch, Spectrum, powerful. Then on the other end, Hela, Dark Phoenix, Lady Death, be powerful, be those things. That's all I'm asking. Like, stop trying to water down the main characters and don't give us the things that we need to have, because it takes away from the storyline. You're watering down characters that don't need to be watered down.
And here is my problem, because I've said it many times and I'll say it again. I still have no faith in Brand New Day. I have no faith in it whatsoever, because they have destroyed the Hulk throughout the whole MCU movie timeline, universe, whatever you want to call it. And you think they're going to redeem him in Spider-Man No Way Home? Brand New Day? I don't think so. Think so.
Yeah, without the council, I don't know how they're going to do it, because
who's going to beat him, right? Spider-Man's going to beat him. Okay, so now he
loses to Iron Man. You trick him to jump into a spaceship and then send him off world and start World War Hulk.
Or you have to find a way to calm him down to turn back into Banner, right? But again, we don't know the reason or why he becomes Savage Hulk in this one, right? So I don't know. It's weird.
Mr. Negative is probably the one, but I think that you have to send him off world, because he can't be there with Dr. Doom. You can't have Hulk there with Dr. Doom, because he's a problem.
Yeah. 100%. I agree with you 100%. I think Hulk is going to be a problem anywhere he goes, and that's why you don't like. Remember, we've seen the picture, and it's like, where's Hulk? He's not there, because if Hulk is there, he's a problem for anybody.
He's going to kill all of them.
if you give us the Hulk we're supposed to get, right? Hulk has been watered down so much. Now, just imagine you had the most powerful Hulk, in these MCUs, where it's like, oh my gosh, he's hard to be stopped. And then you get to Endgame and he gets his ass whooped by Thanos. It gives Thanos a lot more credit, because he just beat, but Hulk has been beat by everybody in the freaking MCU. So it didn't really make a difference.
Iron Man beat Hulk.
Yeah, I know.
I don't care if he has a damn suit.
Yeah, I know. I don't like that. That shit pisses me off. And that's why I loved this, because when Thor and Hulk went at it, I was like, yes, this is the outcome. This has always been the outcome. This should be the outcome, right? You remember they did the cartoon.
2 to 3 Thor.
Listen, they did the cartoon. They did the cartoon. Thor versus Hulk, right? The animation.
The only time they've done it.
And every time they do, Hulk usually beats Thor, and he killed Thor in that one.
He killed Thor. Killed him. Right? Let's get that straight. I'm just saying. Killed him. That's how the Hulk is, right? And that's how it's
Thor
always
has
supposed
won.
to be.
Thor has won 2 times. The Hulk's 1 time. Because Mjolnir is the cheat code. Mjolnir is the cheat code because if you put up Mjolnir on Hulk, he can't get up. The divine powers always allows him to win.
Actually, Thor, and you can Google this because I know it's an old comic book, but Hulk actually does pick up Mjolnir, and that
only
was
in,
when
Banner of War. Banner of War, I think, is the only time that you really get that.
And no, he picks it up, but at this time, it was when Thor used to had like a human not
Like
a
his
sidekick,
avatar?
but
He was
a
avatar?
identity. Yeah, right.
Yeah,
That
he was a
couldn't walk.
doctor.
He used to walk.
He was a doctor with
Right.
a
He used to
cane.
walk with a stick. When Hulk picked it up,
He was a doctor.
it turned back into a stick. Right. So
also, he
Hulk
wasn't.
has
Yeah,
a-
exactly. Yeah, but he was.
Yeah.
It's not Mjolnir because it changed again. So
Yeah, but it only changed because Hulk actually picked it up, but he wasn't worthy, so it turned back to a stick, right? He picked it up as it was Mjolnir.
there's many times when Thor has beaten Hulk. I'm just telling you.
Anyways, I'm not gonna have this argument with you because I know Thor 9 times out of 10 Hulk was win. But we'll get into that another day. We're gonna get into that another day. So that's what I loved about this. When Hulk did the jump and crushed Thor's head, I was like, yeah, that's right. That's exactly right. So
I agree with Danny was saying that they depowered Thor way too much. They really do.
This guy's funny. And they depowered Hulk even worse, right? So I'm just saying. Yeah, so but those are really my negatives for it. Other than that, I don't really have that much. I mean, it could have been better. I thought it was okay for what it was. I didn't have a lot of the issues that a lot of people did have because, for one, it's a different multiverse. It has nothing to do with the regular timeline or anything like that, right? We see why there's no Iron Man. We see why there's no Captain America. We've seen why there's none of these characters in the show is because they all turned to zombies. And I think using some of these lower characters were pretty good, I guess. You know what I mean? I don't hate them, but I understand why they did because that's where they were moving forward to when they started to put the show together and everything. So I get that. But other than that, yeah, not too bad. Do you guys want a season 2?
I do.
Brian? What up, Mike?
Depends.
On?
If you take care of it. Marvel Zombies, it's like what I think 5 or 6 part series, issue volumes of it. You gotta take care of this. You can't just rush it because you want to rush the storyline. I don't like it. I don't like rushing storylines.
How many episodes did What If have? It had 3 seasons.
10.
And I thought
Yeah.
season 3 or What If was the best season out of all of them.
Season 3?
People like 1 and 2 more than like
when you see,
you can enjoy all of them. You can enjoy all of them.
Seeing Storm having Mjolnir, that was fine.
I think my favorite episode out of because I think I have one in each season. So the first season is the Doctor Strange episode, 100%. I think that's the best episode.
Mm-hmm.
I think in season 2, it's trying to remember what happened. I know it's the Doctor Strange one. It's something with the Watcher.
And going back to what I said, they may throw like a fool in there.
Yeah, they did kind of.
His mom had to check him.
Yeah.
He had to party and drink all the time.
But season 3, my favorite episode, hands down, is the Riri Williams episode. I fucking love that episode where the Watcher is just like, I've seen this a million times and I can't watch it anymore. And he's like, turns around and he tells Riri to fight. And then she turns around and start fighting. I think that's I think that is a really good episode. Really good episode. So
my favorite one is definitely the Doctor Strange.
Mm-hmm.
What if he loses his heart instead of his hands? He lost his heart.
Mm-hmm.
That's my favorite. My second one is probably the Ultron one.
Yeah, Ultron's tight.
The way he's supposed to be portrayed in the MCU and how they fucked him over. That's probably my second favorite one. My third one is Star-Lord T'Challa, man. Star-Lord T'Challa, that shit was awesome. And my fourth one is definitely Storm, because those are my favorite characters of all time, Storm and T'Challa. So,
man, I can't lie.
The way they killed that thing,
the Star-Lord T'Challa one, the Star-Lord T'Challa one wasn't one of my favorites, to be honest with you.
I love that one, man. I love that.
Wasn't one of my favorites.
It was hilarious. Like, just because if he becomes Star-Lord, there's no problems ever. Period.
Yeah, I know.
It made Thanos look like a punk.
Thanos was his groupie. Like, what did I tell you?
So passive aggressive. I'm like, oh my Lord.
All right, so let's give our grades. Danny, what's your grades for this?
I'm gonna give this a B. B minus, somewhere in there. It could have been better, but I didn't hate it, and I definitely would like to see a season 2.
Brian, B. Grade.
What do you think I want to say? I am literally the Anzo of this episode, and F. I'll give you F plus. How about that? F plus.
Wow.
Wow.
D minus. D minus. You got GPA at 1.2. D minus.
Wow. Hold on, I think I got something for you. You hear that, Mike? You hear how he's disrespecting Marvel Zombies? What did you think about it? Huh? What did you think about it?
Don't be giving my you are wrong. You are wrong. Don't give me that.
How you know? How you know?
I made one for you specifically.
I know. I seen it, so I was gonna try and give it to you first. You know. Hey, Danny, trying to decompress from the bad calls during the Yanks Red Sox playoff game tonight. Ain't nobody watching no damn baseball, bro.
Good luck with that, boy. I can't tell you last time I watched baseball, boy. Whew.
Should put me to sleep.
That is NyQuil right there, buddy.
Facts. There you go.
Exactly. That's what I'm telling you. All of you are wrong. And you are wrong.
You're wrong.
All of you are wrong.
Facts. I'm not gonna give it an A. I'm gonna give it a B like Danny. I'm gonna give it a B. I think it was definitely something that I was looking forward to, something that I don't think was perfect, but I think was entertaining enough, give or take all of the stuff we discussed that we didn't like about the show. I do want to see a season 2, but more episodes, right? Like Brian said, like, don't just give us 4 episodes. Like, okay, let's just push this out before. Like, what was the point? You know what I mean? Like, what was the point? And I did like the fact that it ended in a way where it's like, oh, this is interesting. So they could do a season 2 because Riri's not dead, right? So I like that. Riri didn't die. So we'll see how that plays out. Hopefully will let us know how she didn't die, because it looked like she died to me. But
I thought she was under the. She wasn't actually there. This was all Wanda's influence. She wasn't actually there. This was all in Kamala's mind.
And No. But when Kamala flashes back to the real world, you see Riri shooting something, and she's saying, "Well, it's not real. It's not real," right? So when it flashes back to the zombie world, you see her. Yeah,
you're right.
You see her.
You're right.
She's like, "It's not real. It's not real." So how they're going to explain that is interesting. So it seems like she didn't die. So I thought that was good. He said, F plus is a crazy grade for something that had good animation and utilized a lot of characters. You need to be more selective who you
You know what, Mike? Me and you will fight. How about that? How about that, Mike? You and I, let's meet 3:00.
Hey, Mike, let me say this.
School, bro. Back in school.
Let me say this, Mike. I didn't actually know what type of grade he was going to give it. If I knew that out.
If you're gonna do that, I'm out. But if I was not emotional about it, once again, episode 1 and 2 I thought were really good. I don't think they stuck the landing. I hate 3, right? So like that's only 50%.
Yeah, so that should be a C.
50% is an F. I don't know what school y'all go to.
50%. If A is the top, A and B is 150%.
A is 90% good. B, 80% good. C, 70% good. D, 60%. F is 50. 50% is F.
And he said LFG, Brian. What's LFG?
There's only 5 grades. So D is right. I mean, C is right in the middle, 50%.
Man, I don't know what school y'all went to, but no.
I'm not talking about the numerical. Not talking about numerical grades. I'm telling you, there's only 5 grades.
Yeah, everything below
50, 75, and 100.
Yeah, 50 is a fail, though.
Yeah, 50 is an F. Like, it don't matter where you go.
50 is a fail. 50 is a fail.
If my doctor's only got 50% of the things right, I'm not giving him a C doctor. He's an F.
you gotta get 60% and up. So
and
50,
I Canada, guess. So they probably have better schools than us because okay.
All right, we have better everything than you guys. So I'm just saying. But yeah, Mike, we already know why Brian's grade is so low anyways, right? Because I know you watch Chillmonger. I'm pretty sure you've seen the videos. So you already know why Brian hates this show, right? And it has to do with the T and ends with a A and has a Chala in the middle. You know, that's it. I do agree.
I don't want to hear nothing about me bromance nobody else. I don't even want to hear that ever.
Wait, who's bromancing who?
I do love T'Challa.
Brian and Chill. Y'all ain't romancing. Y'all in love. Y'all in deep love.
I just all the time.
In bed with
Chill all the time. But T'Challa, I do. I mean, that's my favorite character. You know, 80% of my background is T'Challa in some way, shape, or form.
I could have been happy too, but I ain't in love with him.
I love him. Yeah, literally. He mattered a lot to my growing up of comic books. I wouldn't even have these comic books if it was for X-Men and Black Panther.
You know, Brian be sleeping with that T'Challa.
I used to have a T'Challa throw rug. I used to go sleep like this.
Of course he did. But yeah, guys, I thought the show, like I said, was good. I give it a B. I do want to see a season 2, but we will close it up for tonight. It was a great show. Danny, tell the people where they can find you one more time, sir.
You can find me on my channel, The Road to Wisdom. And my second channel is The Way I See Things. I uploaded a video today talking about Jonathan Kent. Check it out if you haven't seen it. I think it's pretty interesting, pretty entertaining.
You're still on the Superman thing, Danny?
Hey, in 20 minutes, I got over 1,500. Right at 1,500 views. So I'm gonna ride that algorithm till it's dead. I'm doing one on Star Trek tomorrow though. Also you find me these two guys from time to time whenever we do roundtables. Wednesday night, tomorrow night, you can find me on the Hangout. Sundays all the time at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can find me on Strong's Live. And then the first 2 Mondays of the month. I think next Monday is my day. Chaotic Conversation on Chaos Central. Come check us out. I don't know what we're going to talk about now, but it should be something very interesting, entertaining, I hope.
Absolutely. Brian, can I find you, sir?
I'm actually stuck with him a lot for the rewind on Saturday mornings, 9 Central, 10 Eastern. And of course, we got the Spoiler Kings on Monday, Thursdays, and Saturday nights. Always talking comic book, movies, entertainment news, things like that. And, they try to kind of contain me, but come on, I can't be contained. Come
on. And I am Bigger Ford Entertainment. Thursday night, we will be talking about Gen V. Friday will be Peacemaker once again. And then Saturday, grab your bowl of cereal and whatever else you like to have in the morning time, your pancakes, your waffles, and watch the rewind. I think it's a great show. We have a lot of things going on over there. And yeah, sometimes you'll get some rants like you did last week, 2 in 1 episode. I mean, damn, doesn't get no better than that. And then you got a rant at the beginning of this episode. So yeah, trust me. I give that one even more to talk about too. So I'm going to cut that up and put that out as a freaking video because that movie was trash. But with that being said, guys, we will see you on the next one. Peace, love, and hair grease. And we are outie. Peace.